So one of the next big questions that I get asked is, Bennett, how should I set up my drums? And again, there's no answer. In any of these videos, there's not gonna be any answer that is perfect. From my experience, this is what I find to be the best. So for my actual drums, I like to have my kick drum just straight on. If I'm on a riser, if I'm on some sort of platform, I like to have it right in the middle. So that way it's just kind of central and it looks good. For my toms, my floor tom is gonna be kind of flat, and I like to have a little bit snugger to my leg because I feel like it just makes it easier to flow kind of around the drum set. With my rack tom, I like to have it at a bit of an angle and raised up so that when I go from my snare to my tom, it's just kind of an easy shot right away. And my snare drum has been the biggest thing that I've changed as I've grown up drumming. I used to play it actually at an angle like my rack tom, and then I moved it to flat. And then now, in the last couple of years, I've really had it lower and angled up actually to me. So the bottom rim of the snare drum is actually higher than the top rim, and it's lower and it's elevated closer so that I can get a nice good rim shot sound out of it. And I've felt there's a lot of different ways. It depends on how you approach the drums, but I like to have my snare drum, a lot lower, and the rim is closer. And for my actual seat, how I sit on the drums, I like to sit as high as I can because I'm really short. And so that way I can see everything and that I can actually hit everything. So the pedals actually are pretty good for how I sit really high. And that's kind of how the snare drum works. As I'm sitting up high, I have it a little bit lower so I can kind of dig into a little bit better. This is, as you can see, kind of the common setup that I have with 3 cymbals, 2 crashes and a ride. For my cymbal placement, I like to use an angled approach. If I feel like I'm hitting them straight on, I feel like I'm gonna tend to break the cymbal, and you're hitting more at it instead of through it is kind of the best way that I've been taught from my own experience and other guys that I've watched play. This cymbal right here I've had for 5 years and I've never broken it. And I've played other cymbals that have been broken by other guys by playing directly at it. So I like to kind of have them at a nice angle where I can kind of hit into it instead of hit at it is kind of the best way. Hey, thanks for checking out this video. We hope that was really helpful and informative for you, and feel free to check out the other drumming videos we have in the series.